The back-to-school kits are a timely and strategic intervention to keep the children and their parents and guardians motivated enough to attend school to complete their primary learning cycle. Many out-of-school children are from extremely poor families, and one of the observations was that they did not have school bags and the basic stationery and writing materials. Through the Operation Come to School project, back-to-school kits were distributed to the neediest of the children to facilitate and motivate enrollment and encourage their stay in school. On the one level, the kit contains stationery, crayons, pens and pencils, as well as soap, Vaseline, sanitary pads and underwear for the older female children. For the older boys, the kit would include a nail cutter, Vaseline and a boxer short. The school kit contains sports equipment, textbooks and other items to enhance the learning environment. We follow closely the distribution process of a consignment of back-to-school kits as it is collected, transported and handed over to beneficiaries at Greener Life School, located in the informal settlement of Kibogoro. The children at Greener Life School range in age from 6 to 10 years. They are prepared between Class 1 and Class 5 for the transfer to public schools located further away. By this time, they are older and strong enough to make the long journey on foot to either Cheleta Primary School in Nairobi County or to Kasarani Primary School in Kiambu County. The danger for children is that they must travel through coffee bushes on foot and cross a major highway. Head teacher Evanson Jeru gives us his experience as a beneficiary of the Operation Come to School project. In his own words, this is the best thing that has happened to the school, an alternative provision of basic education and training institution that caters for children in the popular settlement in Western Sub-County on Nairobi's northwestern border with Kiambu County.
Today, we are supplying some kits, bags and some textbooks to the head teachers or to the schools that are supposed to come, that are inside the project. First, they have to pass through their coordinator. They have to confirm, because we normally have some gate crashers. So we have to make sure that the ones who are here, they're the ones who have been called to come today. Then they'll start from the DC, then they'll come to our desk over there, whereby they're going to sign. There's 2 forms. The first form is their form, that it's explaining who is taking the forms, who is taking the textbooks, and what you are receiving. Maybe you are receiving a book, bags and kits. After that, after you sign that, there's another form again that you have to sign, that you are coming from, like St. Michael, you are coming from St. Michael. So you sign the form. After that, we give you the books, explaining to you the box of the kits, the box of the bags, and the 3 textbooks that are packed.
We are very happy for Back to School program. In our school, we have enrolled several children from the slum who have come back to school, who are not going to school before. And this class 2, we have started with the class 2, and the children are very happy. Some do not have a bag, now they have a bag. And we are very happy for the UNICEF for this program, Back to School. And we are enrolling children almost every month and bring them to school so that they can get access to education. So we are very happy for the UNICEF for providing the bags and the books and the kits they are giving to the children. This pack, even if it's a pencil or a bag or a rubber or a book, it makes beyond difference in that child life. The child gets motivated and the child wants to come to school every day, because the child sees that there's someone somewhere who cares. Because most of the children, they think there's no one who is caring for them. So when they come to school like this, then they are given these things, they know that there's somebody somewhere who cares and who is concerned about them, their lives and their future. So children are very encouraged to come to school each and every day. When we started receiving the package, we have seen many more children enrolling. Like this year, we have enrolled like 60 people. We have enrolled to this school. Today I've given a list of all of them, the ones who have enrolled since 2nd term and this 3rd term. Because for January, I had already given that one.
The supply of back-to-school kits has proved to be very useful in keeping children in school and ensuring that they have a smooth time learning. The Women Educational Researchers of Kenya are able to track the status of each of the enrolled 40,000 children based on continuity, consistency, attendance, retention, learning outcomes, and transition. The Digital Attendance Register application tracks school attendance of both out-of-school children and currently enrolled primary school-going children within the target schools. Women Educational Researchers of Kenya, as an implementing partner organization, has been mandated to train and implement the digital attendance application across the 500+ target schools. The application has many features, among which include a mobile application that can be used on any Android phone by teachers to track the attendance of pupils within their respective classrooms. It provides an interface through which a list of pupils within a particular class is displayed and through which the teacher can demarcate who is present or absent on the particular day. Digital analyst Conrad Watola and Greener Life Primary School head teacher Evanson Jeru illustrate how the digital attendance register works as they explain what it entails.
Now, essentially, the way we've been doing that, handling the data, is actually using paper. And we actually have the schools come in, bringing in their forms that have the details of these newly enrolled pupils. And once they bring in their forms, we actually digitize it. So UNICEF has been working with us actually to improve this process. So over time, they have involved a team from University of Nairobi to actually create an application or a system for us to be able to get this information in a way that would be very useful in terms of speed, in terms of efficiency, in terms of accuracy of this data. So basically, this digital application, this system has two components. It has a dashboard that is accessible to us as a work partner. So within this project, we are working with 521 schools, which are very many schools. And the project actually mandates us to have all these schools put in their information on this system and have their teachers track the attendance of their pupils. Now, in order for us to make sure that this information is accurate and that we can do follow-ups, we actually use this dashboard. So, for example, today we are in Kilimani Primary School. So Kilimani Primary School will be able, each teacher within the school is able to submit digital attendance through this platform. So they will come in the morning, enter the data of the pupils and submit it to us. The moment they submit, we actually get to see it on the dashboard. So in that process, we can actually tell who submits where and when. I have already installed it in mine, but this is how it looks. And they'll install it, download it and install it. So now when they install it, they'll be able to open it. And this is how it will look. So us as implementing partners, we provide a login and a password. The login and a password is given to each school, and that we actually generate. So when they log in with the login and the password, they are able to see the pupils within their class. For example, this is a class, this is a school called Mustard Seed Primary. And the Mustard Seed Primary, the teacher or the administrator of the application can actually add in the students, they can view students and so on. They can add classes and they can also add teachers. Once they do that, they will be able to see all the classes that they have. For example, this has class 1, they have 2 streams, class 2 has 2 streams and so on. They will also be able to see teachers that have been assigned to take the digital attendance. So once this is all done, what a teacher will do, each day they log in, immediately their class will come up. So for example, a class 1 teacher logs in, here is their class, and all the pupils that are within that class will be listed here. All she needs to do is tick who is present, and if they're not present, they can untick, and then they submit this data to us. So if they agree that that is what it is, then they click agree, and then it's submitted.
I want to take this opportunity to thank UNICEF for coming up with an application of digital attendance register. Before I've been using a manual register like this one every day, but now we have another one. From here is my application. You can see I just come to my phone, I just click here, the application is here. Let it come. This is my application. So if I want to do a register, I just come here. I find the class. Okay, let me start here. Okay. So this is my register for today. So I just use this one. I see the names of the ones who are present and absent. Then I come and enter them here, like this. I just enter the one who are just absent, present, and those who are absent, I leave like this. Then I submit. At the end of this, there's somewhere you submit. You submit. I can also update. I can agree and submit, you know. Also there is my school here. I can add new peoples, a new teacher. If a child transfers, I can also update here. I can promote a student here. Then from there, it can give you a chart to show the percentage of students absent or present during that day.
The application was developed by the Communication for Development Laboratory team from the University of Nairobi with support from UNICEF, and is one of the key objectives of the Operation Come to School campaign. Discussions with the Ministry of Education are underway to loop it in with the ongoing National Education Management Information System, NEMIS. The integration of the two digital online monitoring systems will provide real-time data and enable an effective monitoring and evaluation of education information. It also addresses issues of better governance, which includes accountability, transparency, and efficiency.